So
Okay.
asking us to divide 60 students into two groups. So 30 we have to make 30 one batch and 30 another batch. So in
Okay.
the work for teachers will be doubled. So almost
Yes, yes, yes.
they have been asked to do this kind of job. So we don't know what will happen in future.
Actually,
So
sir, actually.
anyhow, it is so nice to meet you, and we have a very elegant person to speak on a very relevant topic on today. That is uh, robotic process automation of business. See, most of our young generation, they use technology, but they could not able to use how to make this how to utilize this technology for their academic purposes. See, most of the accounting students are there. They write even journal entry in pen only. Say they could not able to make a journal entry through internet connectivity. That kind of students are there in our country. So it is a very useful topic, and we have selected a good person to speak on this particular topic.
Thank you
So
so much.
automation process of its application to business, it is enormously getting very good demand over the what we call over the all colleges throughout India, and probably this will become one of the academic activity for our students in future course. So in near future. So therefore, I would like to invite you to this happy occasion. So and as far as your study, your personality is concerned, I know you very personally, and you have become a elegant expert in the field of accounting as well as taxation, and particularly in robotic accounting. You are probably in India. It seems you are the first person to become a robotic accountant.
Thank
So
you, sir. Thank you so much.
as such, we have been glad to listen to your words. So therefore, I want to tell something about you, about my viewers and my students. R.K. Tailor is working as an associate professor in commerce and management in Manipal University, Jaipur. Earlier, he was in IAS University, and he is a very good expert. He is being recognized both nationally as well as internationally. He has authored almost 50 books, which are very useful to the students, and he has co-authored so much of articles, so much of books, and he has presented various topics in both national as well as international conferences. And so far as my knowledge goes, he has been awarded twice as a best trainer as well as best research paper award has been backed by him, and he is a member of Indian Accounting Association as well as Indian Commerce Association, and I am proud to say that R.K. Tailor is in executive committee of Indian Commerce Association, and he is
Thank you.
secretary of Indian Accounting Association. So it is nice for us to meet him, and he is a member of so many organizations and so many journals, and he has become a co-chairperson of what you call expiry research, inspiry research talent, and he is doing a good job for as far as academics is concerned. He is a member of examination board of various universities. And he is representing board of studies in various universities both in India as well as abroad, and he has visited many countries as an expert. And most of the people like us, they are going to invite R.K. Tailor as a resource person to
Thank you.
speak a very beautiful topic, and he will going to give you a lively get up and lively the occasion, the way in which you are going to deliver the things will be always lively. And most of the things, I must appreciate my students. They are going to gather very good information, and they are going to gain very good knowledge, so that in future days they will be uplifted. Their academic things and academic knowledge will be uplifted, and thereby they are going to do good jobs afterwards. So, with these words, so let me joyfully and profusely welcome Dr. R.K. Tailor. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wise words about me. I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
as much intelligent, whatever you said about me, sir. I'm just a researcher. Whatever I observed, I feel, I try to deliver with the audience. And for the younger generation, whatever, if they learn all these things, might be they will increase their career, they will enhance the good knowledge and good skills for their betterment of their future. That is just I try to do, sir. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunities, Gowda sir, first of all you, and selecting me on delivering my views on this topic, as it is a vibrant topic which had already played in an emergent role in this pandemic situation also. Basically, I would like to speak with the before presenting my PPTs. Just 1 minute I'll take to explain all the matter. We all are related with the information technology,
Yes,
because
sir.
in the present time, whatever we are not using the historical background of commerce and management which we have earlier, that what is accounting, what is the role of accounting, how the accounting will be managed by all. This would totally have changed the scenario. That scenario is probably useful for all the researchers or all the people, all the stakeholders which are associated directly or indirectly in the field of commerce and management. We are not only probably following them that only in commerce, if we are talking, that is a relation between buying and selling or giving services or just manufacturing the products, but we are directly or indirectly concerned with the other aspects also. We are also relating with the CSR activities, we are also related with the feedback, motivation, all these factors are associated with that. And through with the commerce terminology has been changed with the use of information technology. Now presently the use of the IT and other information tools has been changed by a worldwide name of commerce. Right now we have a word commodology. Commodology is a word which is very important to discuss and deliver about the robotics first, that it is a combination of commerce and information technology for the explanation that what actually we want in our commerce now. Earlier, what happened? We used to with the monetary terms. We are exchanging information. We are exchanging our whatever we want to get. We are just giving the cash. But right now, after implementation of information technology and combination with that, we are not even using cash. Everybody is using Paytm, Phone Pay, Google Pay, and wherever we want to go. Earlier, it was a dream for us that we are at our home and we are hungry, we want to eat something. Right now, we have an option. So it is not right now dream. Whatever we desire, whatever we assume for the development of ourselves, it has been completed with the help of the information technology. And it is very important for us that we need to implement and we need to adopt all information technology tools for the development of ourselves, for the development of our business, for the development of our country as well. So now I'm presenting my slides for you because it is more important, which gives you the better clearance about it and how we can explain what is the main wayouts of our presentation, and what I feel actually what is robotic process automation actually, which I would like to tell you all. So this is all about robotic process automation. We have the way by which we can say that yes, robotic process automation is essential for that. And with that purpose, we need to explain the actual way out of robotic process automation in business. Basically, robotic process automation is a contribution and involvement of information technology tools which deliver us, which inform us to give a better idea for the future development growth, how we can sustain in future, what are the main various activities by which may be performed by us for getting the major for profitable, for futuristic and for sustainable. I would like to start my presentation with a very good quote that happy people are always happy, not because everything is right in their life, but their attitude towards everything is right. This is very important quote which we had already been used since March onwards. We are facing the pandemic situation during COVID-19, and all businesses were backed up. Everybody who was engaged in business in services area, they have been very badly affected by the COVID. Now, what are the new technologies, new development, new innovation that plays an important role when they have? Yes, it was not. So whatever step we need to take when we start to take up a new step, that is known as a good area for us. This would relates that how we deal with our life. Life cannot change in a minute, but your decision taken in a minute changes everything in your life. Majority of time when I have delivered a number of lectures in various institutions, universities and colleges in India and abroad, I feel some people are not agree with me, my views, my thoughts about the implementation of robotic in their business. They feel that if robotic will be implemented in their life, in their business and commerce, might be their job will they will lose their jobs. There will be a huge backdrops of the employees, but they need to change their attitude first, because this technology will really enhance their career, will really enhance their efficiency in the business and commerce as well as their personal growth too. So let us begin with. Yeah. So right now we all are facing two biggest problem in the business. And what are the business world? Every business in the world are facing two basic problems, and these are transparency. We are not yet aware about whether we are dealing with, or we want to deal with the person is transparent, whether the information he or she is giving us, or whether the information which is available on the web is good, authenticate or not. And the second problem we are having, that is authenticity. These two important things are very important for our business and commerce, for our reliability, because everybody, whether they are internal stakeholders, whether they are outsiders, everybody is concerned with the authenticity and transparency. To be very frank, guys, we are the men of commerce. We are the men of accounting. We are playing with crores of rupees in the digits in the book with a pen and or might be on a laptop or computer. But still, we don't have an actual amount in that. And that is all about the window dressing. So how can we say that the investors' amount would be safer, or how can we rely on it? That is a matter of concern in the present time. So the present business scenario relates that what happened, what is going on, what happened, what are the main reasons by which we are not surviving in a good manner in our business. The second question come our mind, that why did it happen? What are the major causes? What are the major problems we are suffered by which we are assuming all these aspects? Third, what will happen? What will happen? What are the aspects by which we are going to we try to do it? We are doing a number of good efforts, but we are not getting whatever return we are. Then how can we make it happen? This is very important. These are basically the correlated things by which we can think ourselves then yes, whether the robotic process automation will be applied or not. So with this aspect, I would say that this what happened, why did it happen, what will happen, and how can we make it happen? These are the combination of past, present, and future. When we sustain ourselves, when we think ourselves that we will really want to grow, that growing, that development, that innovation cannot be completed without robotics. This is an essential aspect by which we need to grow. So let us start first. What is a robotic process automation? Let us start the basic first about that robotic process automation stand for robotic all type of business process technologies controlled by structure inputs and business logics to automate those repetitive and rule-based tasks that are usually done by humans. by employing either a combination of user interface interaction or connectors to mainframes, client servers, or HTML code, maybe. So RPA can intimate action that people take through applications. In a very crux manner, we can say that robotic process automation is a technology that enlists the help of robots program that can perform repetitive tasks directly from a user interface. Fast to deploy and easy to update bots can powerful catalyst for the system and integration and process automation. Now there is a myth which we need to explain clearly, that whether robot will replace the employees, whether robot will replace the accountants or the person who are concerned with this. No. Do we believe that can we have a question here ourselves, that here is a the robot have come for our jobs? Actually, no, not really. Robot don't want our jobs. In reality, robotic process automation is here to complement the daily work routine, enhancing employees' capabilities, but not replacing them actually. Then let us talk about, then we need to understand first why RPA is required for us. What are the important aspects by which we can say that other things are there or not? So with the help of these robotic process automation, we can find it that just
Sir,
here.
sir, just a minute.
Yes, sir,
Your,
please.
your PPT is not audible. Not visible, not visible.
Okay, just a minute, sir. Okay, sir, just a minute. Screen sharing. Is, is it visible now, sir?
Uh-huh. Now,
Now visible, sir?
Yes, sir. Now it is
yeah,
visible, sir.
yes,
Okay, fine,
visible.
fine. Thank you so much. So, sorry for inconvenience. Again, I'm repeating whatever the word which I have stated earlier with the help of these PPT. Uh, in the robotic process automation, again, I'm starting with a very good quote that happy people are always happy, not because everything is right in their life, but their attitude towards everything is right. We need to change our attitude while adopting robotic process automation. This is very important aspect by which we need to explain that whether it will be good for us or not, and how we need to adopt for the development of the business concerns. Then the content which we have taken, that it is not a part of that whatever we are thinking and whatever we are deciding it relating in a minute, because life cannot be changed in a minute, but your decision taken in a minute changes everything in your life. It is very important. The life and the circle, we don't know, we have not yet decided that whether we'll affected by any COVID or any other pandemic situation in which whole the country, whole the world will stop. We haven't decided, we haven't even think yet, but we have faced. So these all are relating with the problem which we have in present modern business world. The problems are transparency, I have discussed, and authenticity. The transparency and authenticity in business and commerce plays an important role, because with the help of the transparency and authenticity, we all are affected by the investments, by new ideologies, by innovation, by new product development, by expansion of our business. So these are very important aspects which I have already given a very good lecture on that. Now the present business scenario is based on four important categories. What happened? Why did it happen? What will happen? And how can we make it happen? These four scenario, these four criteria are affected through the implementation of robotic process automation and through the implementation of robotic accounting, adoption of robotic accounting and all. Because without the cause and effect relationship, we would not accept any of the aspect which we need to adopt in our business and commerce. Now let us talk about again that what is the robotic process automation. Let us start with it that the robotic process automation is a type of business process technology controlled by structure inputs and business logics to automate those repetitive and rule-based tasks that are usually done by humans by employing either a combination of user surface or connectors to mainframes, client servers, or HTML codes. So robotic process automation can intimate actions that people take through applications. In a sum up, we can say that robotic process automation is a technology that enlists the help of robots program that can perform repetitive tasks directly from a user interface, fast to deploy and easy to update. Robots can be powerful catalysts for system integration and process automation. We are not surviving without robots. Actually, in our life, we are using the robotic process automation, but we are not yet aware. That is a big problem with us. How we need to aware and how we need to adopt this, there's a relation, there's a gap basically, which is very important for before adoption of it, we need to understand that what actually robotic process automation is. So with that, we can say all the aspects by which we can assist ourselves after implementing and after adopting all these things, we can say that robotic process automation really help us in the business aspects. Let us think this video, this picture, which is showing before robotic process automation, we all are engaged in such a manner. We are in tension. We don't know what will be the decision and how can we take the decision in the part relating to it. Because robotic process automation is a versatility is only starting to be recognized. Businesses can use robotic process automation in several tasks. We can say mass emails, extracting data from media, such as a PDF, scan document, creating and sending invoices, employee history verification, payroll automation, etc. So if we adopt robotic process automation in business, then the situation comes after implementation of robotic that is showing in this picture now. These in the present time, the robotic process automation will help us, even it is helping to maintain all the business aspects, all the business tasks. The robots are generating the ideas, whatever concept we are giving them, but it is not that we are having a robot. In business and commerce, we are having robot as a software. So, okay, so these softwares are basically implemented for our development growth, since the whole point of a business is to generate revenue. Robotic process automation can help in quote to cash by automating sales operations, thereby not only executing transactions faster, but also with a higher degree of accuracy. The entire series of sales-oriented operational activities can be taken over by robotic process automation, in resulting in higher customer satisfaction. Now, earlier, whatever we decided, whatever we do, we are only some internal members are aware about, but the external members they don't know that what are the criteria by which they are paying the dividend and when what is the actual performance over there. But whatever they have in their balance sheet and financial statement, that is the way by which they can evaluate, assess each and every step and each and every information which they have and they want to know for the investment. But after implementation of robotic process automation, each and everybody, I'm repeating, each and everybody who want to know the present situation, it is available by a single click. Though we can say that robotic process automation is also known as a single click technology, one click technology. Robotic process automation also really shine in the field of data management. Basically, the major role of robotic process automation when we want to implement in our business, so the data management plays an important role in this, considering the sheer volume of data out there, always which sign up, letting up, and it is a tremendous advantage of the robotic process automation to collect, integrate, analyze, and process the torrents of data gathering in today's commercial world. If I quote, in present time, all the research scholar or all the person who are engaged in research and development, they are gathering the data by through online questionnaires, online modules are there. Everything we have, we are using WhatsApp, we are using Facebook, we are using n number of tools by which we can collect the data, and automatically Google is giving you the analysis also. When you are filling out the questionnaire online, at the end of them, you find out that how much respondents have responded of A, B, C, and which question. So you have very good design by the robots. So that work, if you do that is a very typical task for. But after implementing, I mean, after doing that work by robots, you find out in an easy manner, and the authenticity is also very good with the purpose. Now we say that why robotic process automation requires, why we need robotic process automation. Robotic process automation required for the job opportunities. It requires for business security. It requires for modern consumer behavior. It requires for techno savvy, because we want ourselves that techno savvy is very important. If we are discussing ourselves, I am in Jaipur and you all are listening to me in different core, different area of the country, and might be from abroad also. So that is some software is working for us. Whatever the software is giving a facility to interact with you all, even you, that is a part of the robotic process automation. If we talk about the time effectiveness, of course, it is very good for me to all that I am delivering all these things. And at the end of this webinar also, you all will find a satisfaction part. The organizer will circulate a, feedback form to you by which you can rate me whether I'm good, whether the information which I'm delivering to you is good or not. So everything is managed through process, which was very difficult earlier by human effects. In present situation, my friends, the scenario has changed. The customer's attitude has changed. The security part has changed. Earlier, we were only relying on the accountants and chartered accountants, but right now, if we want to know that whether the things we need to gather, these things just can be managed by their websites or personally, whatever, because they are uploading everything on the web. There are a number of websites out there. You can verify their data. If you concern about the job opportunities, to be very frank, after implementing robotic process automation, there is a variety of huge demand of RP experts. But we need to adopt first. The first cause and effect relationship relies on the companies. Those who want to adopt the robotic process automation, they need to give more emphasis on the training and development of their employees. And it is not that if any employee is working and after if the company is going to implement the robotic process automation, their employee will lose their job. No, they are only the diversion of the job. Only the diversion of the job, then they really find out that what are the aspects by which they can move further for the development. And one important thing we have, that is for goodwill and growth. The goodwill and growth is also playing an important role for the aspect of the business as well. With the help of all these things, everybody wants to work in these companies if they have talent, if they have adopted the robotic process automation for the growth and for the success as well. Now we talk about the benefits of robotic process automation. What are the benefits actually we have? Generally, we have an n number of benefits of robotic process automation. How we can say what are the important aspects we have or not. So the robotic process automation basically relating with the various aspects. Basically, if we say that robotic process automation has a positive snowball, it is a positive snowball effect on business operation and their outcomes. It delivers measurable business benefits right out the gate. You can think about the cost reduction, greater accuracy, delivery speed, then continues to add the values, and it picks up momentum and spread speed, even we can say, across the organization. In present time, you just order yourself anything, whatever you want through Amazon. You can track where the order is. When you book your any parcel to India Post, you can find out where is the parcel reached and what will be the time when the respondent will get the parcel. You can find out. So we can say that the greater productivity is also essential. So the greater productivity, if we talk about, so the robots basically create step changes in the employee productivity. by accelerating workflow and enabling more work to get done by executing process independently. In document, you can say intensive industries like financial services, insurance, and in the public service sectors, they are using robotic process automation and they are handling for form filling and the claim processing with hassle free. So it is a part of basically then they can use they are using. For now we talk about the second aspect, that is greater accuracy. With 100% accuracy, there is no rework and near perfect compliances. Automating with robotic process automation is enabling industries such as finance, healthcare, and life sciences to leverage the reliability of bots to achieve strict compliance standards. So the robotic process automation in accounting is enabling new levels of speed and precision in order to cash and process to pay process. So it's a very fast. We are not now bounding with the purchase manager, sales manager, marketing manager, finance manager, all things. Now all things are settled by the robots. They are giving you the quick views and they are automating the process independently. Yeah, this is a disadvantage of but particular the technology. I would like to say because some electric issue is there. I hope the PPT is visible you to all.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I was on
Visible, sir.
great. Yeah, thank you so much, sir. I'm sorry for the it was inconvenience due to that particular technical issue. So for cost saving and greater rate of return, I was discussing about the initiative code-free interface allow anyone to quick master robots creation and start driving rate of return. For the average employees, that means approximately 40% of their time each day that was wasted on manual digital administrative tasks. In industries, if we talk about in healthcare, the value of automating is amplifying by the critical importance of error-free complaint process execution to the patient outcome. It means in basically medical industry they have opted about it. Even in some banking area they have really opted about it and they are doing for the best out of it. Then we talk about integrate across platforms. Robotic process automation is application agnostic, so we will never to upgrade or replace existing system for robotic process automation to work. If we are having information technology background, if we have some IT tools in our industry or business, we need not to change, but we need to implement the robot for uh, eliminating the old technology with the new technology. Then we have customer experience. The in front, if we talk about in front office, the robotic process automation help against their agents interaction with the customers by doing all the system and data entry, resulting in reducing call handling time and all the aspect of filling, form filling, you can say. These all things can be managed by the robotic process automation in business. Then we have harness artificial intelligence. When we talk about AI, when AI is combined with RPA to create intelligent automation, automating the extent by an order of magnitude, and it enables to on 80% of enterprise data that is unstructured. We know very well. If I can take an example, in India, if we say the organized sector and unorganized sector, both are not having the priorities for tax calculation or tax deposition to the government. There is a very big lacuna, very big lacuna in unorganized sector. If we talk about pani puri wala bhaiya or pav bhaji wala bhaiya who are having these small these vendors, they are not yet involved in that system. But the government has adopted the robotic process system. We are not yet aware about. I would like to say how we are going up. Everybody is affected. Everybody have implemented and adopted the robotic process automation. We all have been adopted Paytm, Phone Pay, Google Pay, and even these, the Pani Puri wala bhaiya and the small vendors who don't have, even they are not registered for paying tax part, they have now adopted the online payment system. Now we are paying even 30 rupees, 40 rupees, or 100 rupees, whatever we have. We are paying all these things to them, and they are really concerned with taking the money and directly it will transfer to their. It is transferring even their bank accounts. So they have adopted all these things. So that is an essential part by which, of course, they can get benefit out of it. And then we have very important point, that is scalability. Robotic process automation enables high volume business processes to be more elastic and able to adapt in uncertain time and changing environments. Flexibly handle any workload, it will be planned or unplanned, by expanding their digital workforce. The movement is required. So that these all are associatively acts by which we can develop the relation. So this is a video I would like to share with, and please enjoy that video. That will really gives you how the robotic process automation will be important for you, and how, yeah, please enjoy that video. So this is all about, we have discussed that how the Amazon has implemented the robotic process automation, what are the aspects, how they are going, how they are reducing the line. This is not basically imagination, right? This is not basically an imagination, but this is actually, we really need in our business organization. When we just move in, when we just try to enter in any mall, any shopping mall, really we feel that, oh my God, there's a queue, long queue, and we are spending at least 20 to 30 minutes in just clearing the bills and other formalities. So can we reduce all these aspects by implementing robotic process automation in business organization? Now we talk about the majority of major opportunities of robotic process automation. Friends, we have a number of opportunities in various areas through robotic process automation. The new product development can be made through robotic process automation. You can have an example of really in present time, COVID. Those person who never thought about to work with medical sector, not thought about the preparation of mark, develop or manufacturing of that, we can say sanitizers. Everybody is engaging. That is a new product development with the help of the technology. The brand evaluation is also there. The brand evaluation defines that whatever minimum time consumers are requiring, whatever minimum aspect they have, that automatically in turns giving the gaining of the brand also. It is an automatic system, you know very well. There are a number of things. I would not say that with the help of, without the help of IT staff, without the help of information technology people, IT guys, we are doing. But we can develop our plan where we implement RPA in our business so they can work on it. Because it does not there, we don't believe that whatever, if one software will be applicable for all. No, never. It would not be. So we need to design the way where we need to and how we can implement in our business. That matters a lot. Now we talk about job opportunities. With the help of robotic process automation, trust me, n number of jobs are there. We have number of jobs in the field of accounting. We have number of jobs in the field of auditing, because in auditing, of course, robotic process automation has been implemented. And how we are doing everything is, I'm telling in my news in forward slides that how the robotic process automation will be useful in audit part. Perfection of work is there. No need of time management, no need to, everything was set by the software. Automatically it will transfer to the next stage, and of course the work will be completed in a particular time period. There will be no hassle because they have the backups also. Whatever the range, I can also give an example in a medical area. When we diagnose ourselves, the ranges are there. Now everybody can be read out that whether they are in risk criteria or they are in a normal criteria. Means if I say my blood pressure is 200 and if it is written in the report, then it means the software also indicates that it is mentioned in the report that the blood pressure is 200. It might be a risk of heart attack or any problem. So I may aware about it. There is an information facility along with us. We need to adopt. And finally, guys, very important is customer satisfaction. It is very important because without customer satisfaction and faith, and it is very important because customers need to faith on it. Customer really want to change their environment, even their behavior. Even we have also changed, to be very frank. We have also changed. Earlier, we are not supposed to bond with these online aspects, but right now we are buying everything online. The change behavior is there. Earlier we don't want to go. We want to go and we want to quit in a lines. But now after COVID, if I say, nobody wants to go in a social gathering. Everybody wants to make social distance. What is this? And we are connected ourselves with the ICT tools, with these robotics. So, and the very good information which we have in present time, expert advisory. In present time, we had even used it. Expert advisory. No need to go to any hospital. You just make a call, just video calling. Even we are doing all these things. Whatever I have knowledge, I'm sharing with you through that online portal. So that online portal, whatever the portal is there, whatever software is there, it is a part of robotic process automation. That enables all things, that giving the customer satisfaction, that giving n number of job opportunities, because after implementing it, n number of people are associated with that criteria. Now, there's a question we have: how we can implement a robotic process automation in business? What are the criteria by which we can adopt it as in our business aspect, and what are the other aspects we can think about? So let us talk about we can say the optimized resources use. To achieve high efficiency in business operations, we all need to eliminate the risk of errors. This risk is significantly elevated with tedious tasks, as humans tend to succumb to boredom and make silly mistakes when carrying out repetitive acts. Might be they forgot, might be they do wrong entry. We need to then tally by rectification of errors and trial balance matching, all things, because this is a software. But if everything is managed, automatically it tells you that you are doing wrong, please don't do it, you can replace it, or whatever the task you want, you have assigned through software, they can be managed. Then we have introduced adaptability and flexibility. If we talk about robotic process automation, tend to introduce flexibility to business operation. The capacity of robotic process automation system to adopt the condition and situation deems them useful in businesses where parts of a constant process changing in particular robotic process automation system. They have built in intelligence to make these tiny changes in their workings. They are freeing human resources for more useful work. Now, it is not necessary that we are telling each and everything. The system is doing all. So the time is very important for us, and we can use in other aspects also. Then main is the aim for cost effectiveness. It is very important in our business and commerce. Cost matters a lot, guys. Robotic process automation tools along with workflow tool can prove to be a game changer for businesses. Both tools don't compete with each other as it is a popular notation basis, you can say, or any program. The program awaits a single and signal from the workflow tool to perform a specific job. And upon receiving the messages, the program performs the task and feeds the process back to the workflow tool. We can have a very good example for that for inventory management. The robotic process automation have been implemented in inventory management. Now, no need to worry or no need to ask about when we need to place an order, what will be the minimum inventory, what will be the maximum inventory, and when is the danger level. Everything is well managed by them, and the software sends a message to the purchase manager. And sometimes some softwares are very good by which automatically the order is to be given to the suppliers for managing all the tasks. It also improves communication. We know very well about it. RPA can make changes in a single document with trigger along with the processes and effects these changes throughout other documents. In present time, we can say many universities and many of the offices, they do not require the paper. Paperless working is there. So you just pass the mail and whatever information you want, everything it is a mail. It is also related with a document, legal document and valid document to verify your business task. It is also, you can say, to discover automated responses and triggers. See, it is typically when every RPA system has scheduling capabilities, and even though it operates way beyond the scope of a scheduler, it assists managers with completely automated and semi-automated scheduling. Means they need to do their task whenever they want and whenever they feel that this time that particular works to be completed. By human it may be delayed, but with this the time accuracy can be managed with the robotic process automation. Now we can say that is the implementation of RPA hassle free. It is also a big part because it is based on the information technology, and if for that purpose we need to hire new employees for technological managers. They need to manage the technological platform for the growth as well. It also empowers the workforce. When robot get to go to their tedious task, employee rejoices. Studies have shown that employee satisfaction increases as they perform meaningful and worthy jobs. I would like to quote an example. In many colleges and many universities, teachers are involving to feeding their attendance. Right? We are doing attendance feeding on the system or might be in register or somewhere else. But if the system, the robotic process system will be implemented in universities, and they are having that is linked by the software, might be in a chips, in the right cards and all, and the server or a board system can be implemented during the class. You just enter in the class, automatically your attendance will be there, the teacher's time in and time out will be there, and even every student, when they enter the time in, no need to record the on the registers, no need to record on their softwares. It automatically transfers the attendance. So whatever the concern, if I'm talking about teacher, they can do whatever the precious work for them. They can be involved in research so that the quality of teaching can be increased. This is one of the example for. If we talk about insights and analytics, with the robotic hands working on data and analytics, there are lesser risk of data leakages, obsolete information, and incorrect analytics. There are good examples I would like to give with all of you. Might be you all have something are relating with some senior professors, colleagues. We all are engaged in research and development things. We all are using SPSS. We know what will the result, and we need just to put the data, and by a single click we find out what the result is, and then we can compare it. So analysis part is there, we will do the human beings, but the software calculation can be managed by SPSS, so the analysis can be made easily. Then we have error-free operation. With RPA, this is benefits come and a non-brainer. Process automation really eliminates costly mistakes. Those lead to false analytics and poor decision making. So RPA helps businesses introduce precious in their operations and make monotonous processes error-free. Then we have secure enterprises data. Of course, it's very important because the privacy is very important these times. So RPA can be integrated with multiple applications to enhance the security of enterprise data. These integrations will ensure that clients' applications are not modified or maybe managed by a robot. This system reduces the risk of unauthorized access as a business function use an inherent and already available security infrastructure where authorization concepts are already implemented. I would like to give an example. We have a very good concept in our income tax or any government system, digital signature. Earlier, it was a very typical task for filling income tax returns, friends. But now, with the help of these, everybody can file their online return. Even there is no need to verify their same. They have digital signature if the auditor required. Otherwise, they can verify their income tax return through their OTP, through their we can say Aadhaar card and their bank accounts. So details are there. Automatically, software is verifying who is a person, whether the person is a frauder or not. So these as in our life, we are using all these things. Now we talk how RPA works. Basically, RPA is working with all these aspects. Basically, it is relating with the big data. GPS systems are there. We are using with the cloud computing. Social media is also playing with the RPA. Smart sensors are there. Advanced human computer devices are there. Friends, I would like to give an example with all of us. We are using Facebook, we are using Google. We want to reach anywhere. Even if I say I would like to reach from Jaipur to Bengaluru or Mysore, there are n number of ways by which I can reach. But with the help of the Google Map will tell me, even it is telling that what is appropriate time, how much time I require to reach Mysuru, how much time I need to reach there, what are the shortest way by which I can reach quickly. So there are sensors, they are working on big data with GPS. Cloud computing is there. Now you can do in your business through Google, and there are a number of apps are working by which we as a businessman, as an owner of business, I can check who is working or not. Where is my employee? Because I have placed RFID chips in their cards. Where they are moving, I can find that whether they are in their on seat or not. How much time they spent. So that is a total calculation made by the robots, and this is just because of increase the productivity, increase the transparency, and increase the efficiency of the business. So let us enjoy a very good video for you again, which gives you the how we performing in the present pandemic time. Look. This was the example. This is actually the example of the auto parking mode, which have been implemented by uh, uh, MG, and they are even it is in trial. But of course, the technology will come, and we'll find out these technologies in our hand. So that is very easy. See, I'm just giving the example. It is not related by us. It is not related to with us. Even I can say, but we need to think. Means within commerce and management or in accounting and finance, we need to innovate new ideas. We need to serve these ideas with. We need to share these ideas with IT people and with the development of the innovation. That innovation will really increase our business growth. That innovation will really increase the capacity of working, authenticity, transparency, in all type of. Let us begin with how RPA will be applicable in business. Let us talk about in front office and back office. If we say that we actually we don't know the actual cost of law productivity in our business. Back office processes like loan processing, insurance claim processing, credit card applications, and various other functions stand behind these scenes. Back office automation will, with RPA, it can be increase the efficiency while ensuring the working staff with to work how they are working and how they are in the position to creating that work. So that eliminate the reducing their less timer in a very good manner. Most of the back office, if we say, or most of the back office processes are perfect for RPA solutions, especially those processes which have high volume and low complexity and deal with the structured data and involve a limited number of exception circumstances. Like we can say in our commerce, in our finance and accounting, we can say data entry, reporting processes, maintaining inventory, and maintaining paperwork, are such processes that can be highly efficient with RPA, back office automation. Along with back office, most companies now begin to consider robotic process automation for front office process also, which deal with customer facing repetitive jobs. For example, we can say filling of forms, online check-in, online checkout. So it reduces their time for the even these type of asks. It also gives the customer an opportunity to get quick bills. The automated response by robots and artificial intelligence suggested that which would be the best product. We are using normally, you can just surf on Google or Amazon that this product you may be like. On that basis, you find out when you log in again, the products out of your choices are showing there. It seems also with you with on YouTube also that on the basis of your choice. So now that is not only role of AI we have, but now EI, emotional intelligence, is also there. So the combination of AI, EI, and that robot that relates efficiency and growing for the development of business, for the development of the our active personal activities also. Now we talk about how does RPA increase the productivity. There's a big question because when we are dealing with RPA, it really a question. It is that how we are boosting up with all the aspects relating to it and what are the essential criteria by which we can see. So boosting productivity is a huge challenge for organizations today. With all the above mentioned benefits which you have discussed earlier slides, RPA can take on this challenge and offer long-term results with a short time frame. For the organizations who adopted RPA in their mundane business processes, automation is contributing greatly to enhance team productivity. So if we talk about uninterrupted resource pool, of course, robotic process automation, they are processing 24 by 7 without any break. Where we required a break with human, we required 3 shifts. But with this robotics, no need to implement. You can have it. The majority of banking organization, majority of insurance organization, they have started the robotic process. Even when we call to call center, Tata Sky or anywhere, first 10 minutes, whatever your location is, best location, where is your actual way out or your solution, you can find with the robotic process automations. Then we have increased manual productivity. Manual productivity, basically it is a part of assigning staff on tedious, repetitive tasks often lead to an interruption in production. However, repositioning them into a job that utilizes their skills can enhance their experience as well as productivity. This is exactly what robotic process automation can strategically do for the business. Now we have faster services. Guys, it is very important part because we all are affected in present time that how could we get the faster services, because right now in present time we don't have time. To be very frank, everybody is in a hurry. So the RPA bots streamline the office environment and make it effortless for customer support team to manage queries. Additionally, after implementing RPA, these solution in front and the back office allows the staff to offer a high quality of customer services. As inquiries can be attended more quickly and accurately, the teams can force their attention on understanding the customer needs and as well as their expectations. It also eliminates the time spent. I have discussed recently that time is very important for us. So the time spent on nurturing unqualified leads, a large portion on time and resources for marketing team is spent on nurturing the ideas that they have been acquired. Imagine if they are engaging with an unqualified lead, then there will be a waste of effort. Automate nurturing leads with robotic process automation is an ideal solution for these challenges, as it allows them to segment the ideas appropriately and they can increase their thought process, their thought outputs. Then we have supports. It also supports in reconciliations. I had already given an example earlier that during the trade cycles, it is or different cycles of reconciliations can be performed in various phases, where an immense amount of data required being reconciled, which is very typical with manual tasks. So with the help of these robotic process automation, we can find quickly all this work and we can do the extra efforts for the business growth. Chatbots with RPA, of course, chatbots are there. We can find out everything over there that how the chatbots could play with robotic process automation and how the chatbots will be important for the business aspects as well. We can say this would give an offer to the businessman to increase their efficiency with a minimum time period, and it also prevents cost errors. Undoubtedly, robotic process automation can drastically enhance accuracy regardless of whatever they are developing, including front office, back office, or wherever we want to. Once programs are mapped, software robots will execute and streamline a number of tasks without the potential of manual error. Accuracy in business operation can maximize the enterprise's revenue, which allows to deliver more focused tones, which supports to enhance close rates as well as the average deal size. So that already increased the business growth, but for the expansion, for the future development, we need to think that how the plan can be implemented with us. Now we talk about the robotic process automation in accounting. In accounting, the robotic process automation can be applied in the various aspects, guys. We can apply in the bank reconciliation. Earlier, it is a very tedious task to match the banking. That robotic software will be implemented with the pioneer line between the bank account and the cash book, because that links with that tally or whatever accounting software we are using. That automatically tells the entry where are the differences, and then it tells to the operator that these are the missing. He need to just check in out only that entry. The automatic part will be done by the robots. If we talk about sales ordering and invoicing, so after implementing, it has been implemented. If you order anything on Amazon, on Flipkart, by your order, you find out automatically invoice was generated and sent it on your mail after confirmation the payment. They are not confirming. The humans are not confirming. The system is there. The system is confirming your payment, and then it will automatically regenerate wherever the things can be do automatically to distribution center, sales team, and finally you got that particular product. In fixed assets management, it also important because sometimes we know that what is our revenue, excess revenue, where we need to transfer. or how can we increase the efficiency, or how can we increase the capital of the company if we have extra profits. So that suggests you that we need to transfer that amount where we need to transfer. You cannot take any expert advice. At a particular level, you need to set, and on a particular level, if you have more revenue over that, automatically that will suggest you to invest in any fixed assets, and that is really a very big help for the investors as well. Then we have financial reporting. Guys, this reporting part is also very important, because in reporting, we might be suffered a lot. Proper reporting cannot be placed by some time by the accountants or by the person who are connected with. So with the help of that RPA, if you want monthly reporting at the end of the month, automatically that report will be sent to the authorities. That will really be a good initiation and good performance of that system. Even they can develop, they can plan, they can work for the growth of the company with that. Inventory management, I have already quoted example, automated danger level, minimum level, ordering part, carrying cost, or carrying item, everything was managed. Everything was managed by a robotic process or automation. And in present time, it can be helpful for many business organizations, not even for IT sector, not even for FMCG, but it is applicable in everywhere. Receivables and payable management, this is also helpful in this case. The criteria can be started. And actually, I was glad to tell you that we are working on a system in a banking area for reducing the NPA. My scholar is working on a part that the robotic, after implementation, robotic process automation, how can we suggest banks that the customer who is getting loan, that would not be relating with him, that the amount or whatever he is taking loan, that will turn to NPA. How can they identify? Right now, similar process we have through CBIL. They can credit score generation and all. But with the help of these things, don't you feel that every businessman may know that what is the prospective bad debt, and who they can identify the customers so that they can stop their NPAs in their businesses. Financial statement closing, it is also part of that we as an accountant, we are doing at the end of each financial year financial closing and opening balance transfer. It is automatically done by that. Every scoring, every transfer, every department, automatically it is transferring through robotic process automation. And one of the important aspects also, text planning. See, with the help of excessive part, you would need to intimate that how the excess income can be managed. I'm giving one example. If normally, often we play games to reduce our tension, to reduce our stress. You might have seen on the videos, on the ads. If we are playing Candy Crush, let's say, during Candy Crush, after completion of one stage, we are adding video ad is there. These ads are affected our mind to provoke us whether we go for buying or not, whether we need to visit that particular website or not, and that the whole horizon can develop our behavior. So if excess options we have, there are various financial service sites which gives you that where you need to invest your money and what you need to expend your savings. What are the ways by which you can expend your savings through tax part? Then very important aspect we need to discuss about that how RPA will be implemented in auditing and what is the role of RPA in auditing process. See, RPA basically relates in some steps. RPA is relating with the first step of RPA in auditing would be a plan. A clear understanding is to be obtained about the areas where the robots is implemented. It is also important to understand the level of robotic process automation. It is required partially or completely or no automation in the planning phase to be better prepared for the audit. The system is developed. We need to think first that where we require. If planning is managed by human, then okay. But if planning is managed by robot, then we need to implement about the planning part. Then second part, we have the workthrough. The workthrough relates, the second stage comes when once the auditor identifies that there are automations in the environment. A specialist with the required skill set needs to be included in the team upfront, right from the walkthrough stage. It is important to identify the additional system to test the risk associated with each automation in the process. So in the stage of walkthrough, we need to take help from an IT expert for just managing the process for our audit part. Then we need to do the third stage of design valuation. Now the design valuation relates with the other elements also. RPA need to be considered as element of the IT. Not every RPA unit become relevant for audit. So due cares has to be taken by the auditors to scope in the RPA specifically relevant for the testing. Because if we require interim audit, if we require a regular audit, if we require audit for a non-profit organization or government organization or a banking unit, so it requires different phases. So at the stage of planning process, we need to draw a design. Then the design would be sent to, or we'll need to take a help through walkthrough with IT people, IT experts, though they give us the idea about to how we can process. Then design evaluation can be made with them, and then the auditor use the platform to a walkthrough of the process, which would help them to understand risk, control, system involved, interfaces, etc. However, in the case of walkthrough, the robotic process environment must be studied by the designers. A code walkthrough become critical as well, scoping of IUC or any type of software which would really help them to manage the audit process in an efficient way. Then it comes to operating efficiency. That operating efficiency plays an important role in managing audit because it starts from vouching, tallying, verification, and verifying all these things. So the verification of assets and liabilities, that is a part. Simply we need to verify the vouching part. Vouchers are there. So each and everything should be managed through barcodes or some devices which we need to implement. Don't you think that if anything was managed by the robots, it automatically entered in a final digit, and that will be really helpful for the audit purpose, and that will really gives a wonderful suggestion to the investors, true and fair picture of their financial statement or a company, so that they may invest in a good manner. The auditor basically needs to evaluate the reports after identifying all these managed through the walkthrough and design valuation. Then they discuss with the management and the performance. They can use their performance in audit procedure. If there are such reports, the reports actually needs to assess competencies and accuracy of such information by evaluating the source code, logics, and the parameters. Here we need to discuss about the frauds and errors because we are doing involving in that. So the parameters earlier was set by the management and auditors of the company. That auditor and the manager or the board of management, they must set the parameters for the audit purpose. At each and every step they have the barrier which was verified by the software. That software defines that whether the particular thing can be managed on time or what does the entry has been redrafted, means that was the rescript of it. They have login prior, after that login first, or they have changed some modification has been made in that after a particular time period. So this overall informed them that there was some mistake or not, and the mark or some message is to be given by the software to the authority for changing their entry and data manipulation. Then after it moves to the reporting. This step is very important. There can be some interface between the various softwares, maybe the first step, second step, third step, and then finally it comes to the reporting. The actual report which was prepared by the robots is finally checked and authenticated by the auditors. So the previous process, which was a time-lengthy process, it has been reduced, and the implementation and the suggestion part comes to the auditor. Now the auditor may verify on the basis of each and every time taken by or time utilizes that was managed by the auditor, and hence the authenticity and accuracy can be identified. Now we talk about basically the there is a question: who are using robotic process automation? How they are using? See, in our daily routine life, Flipkart, Amazon, Paytm, Phone Pay, Google Pay, Zomato, Swiggy, Food Panda, everybody is using. In banking sector, call centers they have used. Insurance sector, you can find out, just log on to policybazaar.com, you find their information, you file their information. So the processing part is there managed by a robot, and they can suggest you that which company, what offers available for you. Indian Railways are using this thing, right? So, and not even that, in airlines are also using these things. And now in present pandemic situation, my dear all, education sector has also implemented the robotic process automation for servicing, for taking classes, for projects, for evaluation and assessment, for submission of the assignments. Everything is managed by robots in present time, but we need to understand that. Now there's a question that what is the future of RPA? What actually the future of RPA which we have? So RPA is a very having bright future. We need to adopt it. We need to inculcate in our life for our development of the future, because that big company, that big sectors are using. So we have huge jobs in this area, but we need to be updated ourselves for the growth. Now there's a major thing which we need to discuss. What are the main challenges of implementation of RPA? Friends, the major challenges we have: employee resistance and onboarding. The major challenge. Employee resistance and onboarding already has been defined as changes which are implemented to the technology. The changes can be traumatic as involve responsibilities which can affect the employee's daily schedule as well. So some employees do not want to acquire it. Some employees may be afraid about the technology. If they implement the technology, might be the performance may be lesser, or they will not be upfront in that whatever the performance which was desired by the management. It also demands new skills, frequent communication, and the implementation process. It comes under the very frequent and known as RPA challenges. So that purpose, organization requires training and development of the staff. Then they require the right process. Right process means robotic process automation involves high volume, rule-based, and repetitive tasks. The best result for these tasks is data entry and migration tasks. How they transfer, how they collect the data, how they transfer the data for the further process. If deploying robotic process automation solutions requires attendant robots, then there are a few complexities which occur every time and needs to be checked. So we need to opt as a right process for identifying the best identification, best solution. Then we come to realistic application. We need to setting up realistic expectations, not even very high that we are sitting here. I can do anything, whatever, in a one click. You need to identify with realistic expectations. Deployment and implementation of robotic process automation. These are basically the toughest task in the latest technology, and one of the most important challenges as well. It affects the whole level of processes. All the processes go through different functionalities like individual and company hierarchy. It also based upon the different companies on different levels. It is not only based on that the higher level will implement, or the supervisor level will not implement, or the worker will not implement. There is a hierarchy. So we need to set each and every step on the basis of the hierarchy, so that it may benefit to the organization. Then it comes to mismanagement. The mismanagement of responsibility plays an important role in. It's also a big challenge, even I can say. Robotic process automation involves a lot of responsibilities. There must be a concerned person for every process which is being implemented to the processes. Suppose if you are implementing robotic process automation solution to your organization, then it is a big obstacle that you will experience the mismanagement of responsibilities. So before deploying robotic process automation solution, we need to remove all the mistakes which we have. We need to train our system. We need to train our HRs. We need to train our employees that how the work will flow. And for that purpose, we need to implement some training programs for them also. Then it comes to lack of local cooperation. Friends, it is a big question that the workplace is full of poor cooperation. We have variety of diversity at our workplace. A team is which makes a process successful. We need a proper team which cooperate each and every step for maintaining and for performing the good task through RPA. Basically, we believe that it is economical. If we implement robotic process automation, it is not economical. It is an expensive process which we need to think first. That in fact, that the robotic process automation is more expensive because we require some softwares, we require IT staff, we require machinery too for initial purpose. But after implementation, there is no need to do it. So that investment should require in more quantity, in more volume. Then we have RPA maintenance. After implementing a robotic process automation factor in your company or any business organization, they must require maintenance team. So there is opportunity. Earlier we were talking about where is opportunity after implementing robotic. This is the opportunity. So they need trained staff for maintaining each and every error if they have. They may be it may be in the term of hackers, it may be in term of maintenance staff, hardware and software. So this is also a big challenge for them. Then we have the process of wrong RPA. Normally we all are human beings. Quickly we are influencing with everybody, whatever statement we deliver, whatever picturization or whatever visual affection is there, we all maybe get influenced quickly. If we adopt wrong RPA in for our business, then it may be a big problem with us. Maybe the rate of return or whatever revenue we want, we can't. So we need to sit first with the high expert people, how the RPA can be implemented and what are the stage by which we can implement RPA in a business aspect. What are the important operations where I can manage in operating area or in operational activities, financing activities or investing activities, and what are the borders where I can swap the RPA there. So that will really gives you the better output, a good rate of return in terms of the growth. Infrastructure issues are there. RPA requires a huge infrastructure. A separate infrastructure requires some machinery, require a good telecommunication system, require good ICT tools, require good you can say staff also. And then it comes to post implementation adoption. It is very difficult, guys, to adopt the queries if we don't resolve the queries after implementation, because it is necessary that when we implement any new thing, might be some problem we face. So whatever feedback we receive from customers, investors, or any stakeholder, that is to be taken care of very seriously so that the system can be developed and it will really give good branding and good you can say good goodwill to the business and the firm as well. And then process analysis issues are there. In process analysis issues, we can say this would require robotic process automation in an interesting technology. There are few robotic process automation challenges which require special programs, and these special program gives exact output whatever we want and how the workers can do and they can implement for their team. It requires a dedicated team with a strong leader. So that is in this case the authority may manage the identify and they can identify a good leader, even good person, that who can give a best idea how they can set a good drawing, and then they need to connect it with a good IT people so that RPA can be managed as per their requirements. Now finally I come to the end of my presentation. How to overcome RPA challenges. Friends, we have a lot of challenges with us, but how to overcome these challenges, it's a very big issue with all of us, because anybody can give more majority of lectures, we can implement this, we can implement this, but when the problem arises, actually nobody will give us the help whatever we want. The companies are still choosing RPA solutions. because they know how to overcome RPA challenges easily. But if we want to implement in businesses, then we need to think, or we need to apply all these aspects, because we need to consider employees' resistance and onboarding, their fear, infrastructure issues, business activities, organizational restructuring, and the latest application. These are major issues with that. So for RPA, one of the favorite technology of the enterprises is generation. The generation is required. We normally we believe, if we want to give training to our staff, there are some older, there are more than 50 age, more than 25 years, or below 25. There's a mixture of human beings we have in our business organization. So we need to give a common platform. First of all, we need to give common platform for handling the situation, because they are rapidly choosing RPA solutions. They need to be, we can say they need to be updated. They need to be motivated that they must update the RPA for their business growth. Then they must know that the RPA will give a huge growth in their businesses, huge growth in their promotions, and also have them that they'll achieve whatever they want in future. So we need to compensate that RPA challenges by adopting the concept of 3A, which is very good concept. We need to give a more awareness about RPA, that the company is going to implement RPA. What are the important aspects by which we can apply RPA, in which segment we need to. Then how can we adopt it? The company want to adopt in this criteria, in operational criteria, in the manufacturing criteria, or in distribution criteria. They can be evaluated on their performances, and then how can they will apply in their business, how can they apply in their jobs, how can they apply in their aspects. So this is the way, this is a final way out for me, from my side to you all, that the outcome, the problems of these challenges can be managed through concept of 3A. Because if we use wrong RPA, the situation of you would be shown like this. Please watch and enjoy the video. So this was the basically threat which you need to, that if you opted wrong RPA, then it would really be very tensionable, very problematic for you, your organization, and the growth of the organization. So with that, I am concluding myself, my presentation, that robotic process automation is very important, very good. We need to opt these things for development of our business, development of ourselves, for the future expansion, for new product development, and for the business expansion also. At the end, I would like to give thanks to Shivalinga Gowda sir, who gave me opportunity for sharing my views on the topic robotic process automation. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your motivational and thought-provoking session. Sir, we want to get some clarification, because we have some doubts regarding the topics so far you have covered.
Yes, sir.
We ask some simple questions with you, sir.
Please, sir, please.
Yes, sir. First one, sir. Sir, you know that it is learned that robotic process automation has many positives. And we know that our country is the underdeveloping country. How good is it for the economic development of a country like India, underdeveloped like country like India?
Thank you so much, sir. It's a very good question from your side. Basically, we need to change our attitude and behavior first. The government is planning, government is doing a number of things for the means for the implementation of robotic process automation, but we are not yet aware about. When if you remember, when the e-commerce strategies was developed in India, when the majority of a number of offers were offering to the customers for adopting these, now we all are concerned with. When you can say when Ola cabs or Uber cabs was launched in India, they are giving more benefits to the customers. When Paytm was there, they are giving number of cashbacks. So that time the people are adopting all these technologies. Don't you feel that after implementing all these type of technology, we are feeling free ourselves? It is also implementing various jobs. In present pandemic, we have Arogya Setu app. You might have find out the Arogya Setu app, which was giving that whether the person is affected by COVID-19 or not. So these are the examples by which we can find out. Now you find everybody is using their businesses, online businesses. Everybody is doing. So it is an expansion we are doing, but we need to adopt first. We need to assess whether it is applicable for my business or it will be how can I adopt. So you need to take some expert advice, and then it will of course grow revenue, and even countries growing. You can find out earlier those teachers. I'm just pointing out, as I'm a teacher, I'm a researcher, I'm pointing out all my fraternity, those teachers who have not yet working on laptops in the pandemic. They are taking their online classes by various modes, Teams, Google Meets, or Zoom. What is that? It is an adoption, and they are growing. So with this, we can say the country is also growing, the human beings is also growing, but the diversion is there. The diversion of job is there. There is a huge employment. G. Thank you, sir.
So next one, sir, we learned that one in the past men became slaves of another man, and in the future we are becoming the slaves of machine. So if we continue to depend like this one on machine, what happens to the manpower as we are rich in human resources?
Sir, very vibrant question, even I say. For that, I would like to say we need to be more updated than machines. We have a very good statement delivered by my mentor, Professor N.D. Mathur. He says one quote, sir, that Guru Govind dono khade kaake lagu paaye, balihari Guru aapko Govind diyo bataye. It is a very good, everybody knows about it. But in present time, with the techno-savvy student, I am just concerning about my fraternity. Student have said that Google Guru dono khade kaake lagu paaye, balihari Guru, thank you Guru, balihari Google tera jo Guru diyo chhudaye. They are everybody. We are searching with Google. Right now, we are having a very good advertisement by Google for verifying the websites, that which website is old website or new website you have. Everything is there. It will after some time in the good university you find out there will be a dual classroom system. What will be the dual classroom system? In dual classroom system, one robot will be there, which was set by the lecture outline, which was managed by the teacher. It has already been implemented. Then today's lecture, what will be my topic? And I will deliver this topic. This will be the topic which I discuss with them. If the teacher will skip anything, that robot will tell him wrong information. So the verification is there. So for that purpose, all the people who are concerned with the corporate or service or manufacturing sector, they need to be more updated with the information technology. Otherwise, there will be big question. They may lose their job. So they need to adopt adoption system. They need to inculcate in their life. They will always be safe with the RPA, sir. There will be no loss with them.
Sir, why automate business processes and free human beings? Does
It's yeah.
employment.
I'm not audible, sir. What was your question actually?
So why to automate business processes and free human beings? Doesn't that lead to unemployment when we are facing
Okay.
a shortage of employment opportunities?
Okay, it's a very good question again. It's after implementing robotics and after implementing the robots, you can say softwares. Please remove this myth with your mind that we are replacing the humans. The diversion of jobs will be there. The diversion of responsibility will be there. But the robot will never replace the humans because ultimately robot world was designed by the humans. So their liability and the authenticity, you can say, it lies on the human being. It doesn't mean that robot, if we install the robot in our system, we lose our jobs. No. Don't you feel after implement robot, we will be upgraded ourselves. We will be updated. We will be innovated. Wherever we want to do the work, we can. Who thought earlier that a teacher who is sitting in the village with the help of proper ICT tool, he is delivering worldwide his lecture? Earlier, it is also cost saving. It is also good opportunity. Might be after listening me in today's lecture, might be I got many opportunity of giving lecture to various colleges. So it is opportunity. It is not losing the job. But if you are updated, again I'm saying, we need to update ourselves with the technology because in future, if we don't use technology, we may be obsolete. We may suffer business losses. We may suffer business shutdowns. And then we complained about the robotic process automation, which is not right. It's a time for adoption, it's time for awareness, and it's time for applicability. Please do it because in future, every time relates robotic information and automation system. And the business will grow with the help of this system. Yeah. Thank you.
What is the cost to create and implement? What is the cost to create and implement that RPA solution? Can a country like India afford that much of money?
See, I told my presentation first that it is very good when we are listening that RPA robot will do, robot will prepare food for us, robot will take care of us, robot will give the financial position, robot will give automatically inventory solutions for the businessman or the purchase managers. It is good. But for that purpose, we need to understand the criteria. We need to set a basically a program by which the business can manage. A manufacturing unit program cannot be implemented in service sector. Even in service sector, if you talk about airline industry, if you talk about medical industry, the programs are different. For education industry, the programs are different. So the segment of that program is based on the curriculum or the criteria by which they need to decide. And automatically they will really help them to motivate them, motivate their employees. But for the present purpose, they need to connect with experts, and for that they need to implement training program for their employees on which system they are working for. Sir.
Sir, Indian economy mainly depends on agriculture sector.
Yeah.
What its impact? Its impacts on agriculture sector. Don't you think it is like robbing one to pay another?
Okay, good question about agriculture sector. The question was asked about the rural area. Major issue of RPA would be infrastructure development. A major issue. Because for that purpose, we need some ICT tools. Even if you talk about some urban area, the person who are from a majority, there are examples in India that majority of person who are a good businessmen, they are involving in agriculture sector. Door to door, they are supplying the fruits, vegetables, and whatever the grains they have. We have a good quality of product they have, because people are now more concerned. They are having their own ads. They are connecting with the farmers directly, and they are getting fresh vegetables, fresh fruits from there. So don't you feel that agriculture sector has already been implemented? But for the implementation, we need some sort of infrastructure facility. For that purpose, in India, government initiatives will play an important role, and for that purpose, government is also giving some benefits for you can say innovative programs. If you want to implement, yeah, government is also giving some financial benefits also. So these basically programs are managed by the employees, but the but the conducted by the people for the sector of agriculture also. So it's not a hesitated or any problematic task for the development of agriculture sector. Even agriculture sector is also using robotic parts. So it is a good part for them. Yeah, sir.
So how can we confidently say that there are no quality issues in RPA when it is managed and implemented by human beings, programmed by human beings?
Oh, exactly, sir. This is a very, very big question, actually. Can we point out ourselves? We know very well what are the potentiality and what are the weakness we have, because we have our SWOT analysis daily. When we stand at the front of mirror, it resembles that what weakness we have. The mirror, our face shows that what wrong mistakes we did. So if we do anything good for the organization, anything good for the organizational goal, the top management must decide that who will be the right person for this job. Number one. Number two, they need to design a policy. They need to design a basically layout for the development and implementation of RPA for their business with the consultant of RPA expert, so that they can manage their softwares. And to be very frank, it will be error free. It will be error free, because after implementing RPA, there are two important departments behind that. Number one, feedback department, and number two, RPA maintenance department. They will take care of it. They will take care of it. Yes,
Sir,
sir.
one question from one of the participants.
Yes,
How
sir.
RPA in social sciences like judiciary, legislature, and executive to remove corruption?
Uh, very good question by a very positive participant, even I would say. See, corruption, and if we talk about the legal aspect, legal areas, it may be difficult. In present time, it is. I won't say that they will implement, but they have started to work. The legal judiciary department have started to implement RPA. They have started for filing the document. That at what time it was filed, you can find out the data. That when the case was registered, when the case was managed, and what was the dates of the case earlier. They have past data. We can implement the RPA with the help of the past data, right? So it is a prior phase. If we talk about the government aspects also, so it will take time. It will take some time, because unfortunately we are living in the environment. The business environment is not yet updated, because in our category, some people wants to update, but some people don't want to update, because they believe if some technology we will use some technology, it may be loss for us. In present time, everybody is using smartphones, everybody is using online transactions, everybody is using online payments through credit cards, through their net bankings, but they don't know what are the threats of online banking. They don't know when to use online, when to use internet, when to use their passwords. They don't know. To be very frank, if we buy a mobile phone or any electronic device, we are not reading the manual of that. We are not reading the manual. Why? Because we don't want to aware. We are just influenced by that. So in India, it is a very, very big question of us that first of all, we need to change our behavior to adopt and to implement the RPA. We need to get all the knowledge about RPA, and then we need to work on it. Really, we have good opportunity. And in future, of course, in social area and in judiciary, of course, there will be a full-fledged RPA system will be implemented.
Thank you,
Sir.
sir. Thank you for your presentation and all the clarifications you have given. And I thank you once again on behalf of our management and our principal, sir. We thank our management also for their continuing support. They are always with us, and I thank them for making this webinar a grand success. And I thank all our staff members, all the participants. Once again, I thank you, all my viewers. I thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
you.
Thank you, sir.